This car is fast, reactive, and easy to find the limit.
The car is really fantastic and really fast.
Very, very fast car compared also to the other single-seater.
Between the Formula series, that's the best one. It's amazing how many torques you can have with a solid engine.
A lot of fun, and I enjoy a lot this day.
I think it's a car that you need to try, because I'm so happy for this day with your car. Fantastic.
Welcome everyone. Today we're doing our first presentation and live talk show from our soon to be ready full studio, we can say. I'm Justin Mifsud, for those who don't know me. I'm the esports director of World Pro Racing. I take care of the technical parts in World Pro Racing, and when it comes to broadcasting and the technical stuff, testing of cars and stuff like that. And Adrian Figalo next to me.
Yeah, I'm actually the marketing director of World Pro Racing. I am also the live steward that during races I overwatch what's happening and obviously give any relative penalties. And I take care of the financial part of World Pro Racing. I take care of the sponsorship part, and obviously enough also about the marketing of World Pro Racing.
We can say that having two people working on everything, it's very hard. So we appreciate all the support that you gave us since the beginning of our launch when we started as Sim Racing Malta.
Yeah,
and now we are under World Pro Racing.
Yeah, actually it was a very good year since the start of the year, since we started in January, as Justin well said. And we started as Sim Racing Malta, then obviously we rebranded to World Pro Racing more towards the half of the year. It's important, we thank all the sponsors that have believed in us, even though we're just starting. So thanks to them, obviously, we managed to achieve what we achieved till today. The year had its ups and downs, obviously enough, but these ups and downs just made us stronger. And in any case, like any other businesses and other things that happened during the year. And even would like to mention very, very good that since our presence in Sim Expo and since the talk Justin did there, we increased our viewership, we increased our followership, and obviously enough, now we can say we are actually worldwide known in sim racing.
Exactly. Yes. Very well said, Adrian. It's been a tough one as well. Nothing is plain sailing in life. So yes, we had gone through some difficult times as well. But this is in every business. If everything is going plain sailing, there's something wrong, and it means that, I mean, if there are issues going on, it means that we're moving to the right direction. And you always have people who complain and they're not happy with the service or stuff like that. I mean, the internet is harsh because everyone can say anything behind the monitor. Yeah. So yes, we take all the criticism though, because we can accept any person's opinion. So feel free to communicate with us when you need to send anything or opinions about races that we organize or any other things. We are always open to everyone to say their opinions. We are here today to launch the Griiip G1 Virtual Series. But first of all, I would like to thank Tamir Placzynski, who believed in us, and for that reason when we do our broadcast, we do it in a very professional way, and that made our collaboration together to organize these events in collaboration with Griiip. So thank you very much, Tamir, for believing in us, in me and Adrian, and all the work that we do. We do it from our heart, we can say that, because we love motorsport in general and also virtual racing.
As Justin well said, we're here to launch the Griiip G1 Virtual Series, which is a collaboration between World Pro Racing and Griiip. And obviously enough today we'll be giving you all the information, showing you the official trailer, showing our promo, obviously the format of this championship, how it's gonna be, and all other info relative to the championship, including qualifications and all.
Exactly. Yes, obviously before we put our video for the first time to the public, we are very proud to be part of Griiip, of the Griiip venture, and because we were the first that we have helped Griiip organize the virtual race that happened a few weeks ago when Tamir and his team decided to include a virtual race which is part of the real Griiip championship, and that is one of that. I mean, it's done by Griiip, and it's a unique thing. In fact, the points that were handed to the drivers in the virtual race were part of the Griiip G1 real championship. So it's a very nice idea, and I think
Actually,
it
was an exciting
race.
Seeing the real drivers from the Griiip series also battling it out in the virtual world of racing. Definitely it was, for some of them it was actually not very tough, but it was a great race. Race 2 was better than race 1, for me especially. But it was something exciting and something very, very new to include the points of such a championship in the real championship, and hopefully it won't be the last one.
Yeah, of course. I think we will be collaborating more with Griiip. We come up with more interesting stuff, and I must say, Adrian, being a live steward in real life, it's not easy to monitor a virtual race as well.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely, it's not easy to monitor a virtual race, and obviously enough, even you need to watch various actions that could be happening during the race. So you can have an action happening in the front of the back of the grid of the race, and another one in the middle or at the back. So to monitor all actions happening during the whole race, it's a little bit difficult. But obviously enough, we give the opportunity for the drivers also to do their protests, which is a normal procedure, or raise a claim, and then we obviously look into that claim and take the relative decision if there is a decision to be taken.
Exactly. So let's go for the let's go to the promo for everyone to see. We haven't published it anywhere. We just did the launch at the Sim Expo in Germany last September. So here you go. We hope you like it. It's just a very short promo, but that will lead to us after the promo to explain to you how this championship will happen, etc. later on after this promo. So, We hope you liked it. We've been going through and doing some changes and communicating with Tamir, and we made it to the point that it's if no one stops me, Adrian knows this, if no one stops me by continuing doing editing, I will never stop, so someone has to stop this. And yet we came out with a final version, and that's basically it. So you now know that the championship is going to be started with qualifiers phase, so everyone can join the server. We're going to have a server online. The drivers can join in the server after the registration. Obviously, they register on our website and they can do their best time on the track. We will announce it later. The track that they will be doing the time trial, time attack, whatever it is.
So yes, that's very right. As Justin said, qualifiers will run for a whole month, starting as soon as next week, which is the 20th of November, running through to the 20th of December. Obviously enough, we're open to all those that want to join this series, because obviously enough, it's interesting also to tell them what they're gonna win.
Yes, of course.
There are minimal fees for this series. Actually, whoever is gonna do the qualifying is a €5 fee, which is a minimal fee, and obviously enough then for the championship itself, it's a €20 for the whole championship.
I must tell them that we charge for these things to cover our costs, commentary and stuff like that. It is also very important when it comes to fees for events. First of all, it is professional event, as people know. Those people who know us already know how professional we are, and it is also good for you who are going to join this championship to look for sponsors and get that income for the fee from there. So because you can do liveries for your cars with your own sponsors, and to have an interesting championship with liveries as we do as usual. So
that's it.
There's no, I mean, there is the default car, which is the black version, but you can do any liveries. As you know, in the virtual world, you can do anything on your car.
So we should tell them obviously enough what will be the ultimate price of this championship, and also
who can participate.
So that is something important. So participation is limited to Europeans.
Yes.
So any driver from Europe is able to take part in this championship. Obviously enough, these are the guidelines also given to us by Griiip.
And 15 years old is the minimum age. So if you are 15 years old, or you're going to be 15 years old by December,
that's
you are allowed to participate, because that is the minimum age to, if you're going to win the prize, to be allowed to drive the car. Because you've seen in the promo, the winner of this championship will win a full testing day in Italy, in Varano track by Griiip, with the engineers, fuel, tires and everything. You're going to be treated like a real driver, a pro driver. So this is what we do. You know about the Porsche Championship that we finished last few weeks ago, where the winner, who is Hani Al-Sabti, he's going to at the intercity track in Istanbul and driving various types of Porsches in Turkey.
Yeah, that's very right. You know, it's gonna be exciting because we saw comments about this car, both in the real life and the virtual car of Griiip. It's a fun car, definitely. All people enjoy driving it. You know, it's like a definite fun to be part of this championship because it's a great car to drive, and obviously the ultimate winner will have the extra opportunity to be part and really touch and drive this car on the track in Varano.
It's good to let them know that the car is equipped with an Aprilia engine, a motorbike engine. It is a fast car. I mean, handling is good, and we haven't tried it yet, so Tamir will be coming very soon next to you, and we have to drive it.
Sure, I need to go on diet for that.
I need to confirm that it is a very good handling and stuff like that.
Sure.
All right, so
Definitely, it's gonna be fun. It's a good entry-level car also to start experiencing Formula cars. So
yes,
that's something.
And they can join, visit their website,
Yeah.
griipp.com, griipp.com, and you also can apply and book for a test drive with them and take part in their real championship, which is already on the website to apply for this championship. It's good to mention a lot that we say that motorsport is becoming expensive, and this is what we're doing, that we're helping the sim racers who are talented, and we believe that they can be put in a real car and they can prove themselves that from sim racing to real racing there can be a very good combination and you can perform well like a real driver. We need to show them the tracks.
Yeah, that's right. We'll go for the tracks
exactly. Now. So we're going to have the qualifiers phase from the 20th of November till the 20th of December. You have a full month of practice anytime you want. The server is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can practice anytime you want. From then onwards, we're going to split all the drivers in divisions depending upon their time. So if there are 100 drivers, we split them into different divisions, and everyone will have a championship of 5 rounds in each division. We're going to have 5 tracks, and these tracks, I can show it to you, which are coming up right now. We're going to have, these are not in the order of the rounds. We have Magione, Mugello, Imola, Varano and Vallelunga. If I'm being a bit, if you're hearing me a bit, how do you say it? My nose is blocked and I'm.
He's a little bit sick.
Yes, not a little bit, but yeah, I'm feeling very crap, I can say. But yes, we said that we have to do it the launch today.
Yeah, that's right.
And we did it. So we have 5 tracks, and every driver is going to be part of these 5 tracks on each division. So if division 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many divisions, you're going to have the same 5 tracks. But at the end of the championship, for each division, we're going to do a final round in a different track, which we cannot say right now. We will say it a few weeks before.
It will be published,
a few weeks before, and the final race will be from the top drivers in each division. It doesn't mean that you came in the 2nd division, it doesn't mean that you cannot win the championship. So it's true, because during the championship you can practice and practice and practice with experience, you get more professional, and you end up winning a driver from the 1st division. So I think it is fair enough to bringing you into different divisions, and you drive with those drivers that are to your level, to close times to your level. During the championship you may improve a lot, and you can compete with drivers in Division 1. Why not?
Giving the opportunity, equal opportunity to everybody. So that's definitely a good format for great opportunities for all those participants that will be doing their qualifications and showing their interest in this championship.
We must tell them that if you have any questions, from wherever you are watching, we're on Twitch, YouTube and Facebook. You can do any questions at some time. We check our live stream and we will answer you any questions. And after the show you can also ask us any questions on World Pro Racing, and either Adrian or myself will answer your questions. So Adrian, as we said, is the person who in all our events takes care of the races. He's the race director and the steward as well, so he has to monitor the race, check the penalties, discuss with me also certain stuff, because sometimes you cannot take a decision by yourself. Am I right, Adrian?
That's right. Actually, when you're in real racing, when you have a panel of stewards, because obviously enough, you can share the ideas based on the rules of that particular championship. So when a penalty or when something happens on track from a certain driver, and it's like very clear what happened, and it's like straightforward, that's okay to take a decision on your own. In this case, when we're talking about virtual racing, but obviously enough, sometimes I also ask for a second opinion from Justin, so that I understand if I'm viewing the same situation like he views, and obviously we apply the relative penalties. So as penalties nowadays, drivers, I think, got used to what we do. We watch almost everything, not almost everything, but even when you're going out of the pits, we watch drivers if they're going off out from the pit limit line that there is when they're joining the track. So we go into these certain details, which are things that also in the real world of racing can happen. So anything that is unacceptable and can carry a penalty in the real world of racing, it's the same adopted in virtual racing for us.
I think we are not doing anything unique. I have Adrian, we are partners, and since Adrian is an FIA licensed steward, obviously he took part in the virtual series. Yeah. So, and I think even other event organizers, if there are any friends of them that they have stewards, they can join them in, because this is our aim. We want to higher up the level in sim racing. I know that there are many people who are very casual, they just enjoy it, and we are also open for that, but automatically you end up racing and you want to challenge yourself, you want to make a better time, and it comes professionally on its own. I mean, even
from an amateur driver, you know, when he's on track, this is normal. When you're on track, it's adrenaline, you know what I mean? It's like you're beating your own time, and obviously enough, if you're still a beginner, you're still gonna try beat your own time or reach your next the driver who has a better time than you in front of you. So that is normal in racing, and that's what we would like to see. And we saw it during the year. We saw people that started from zero, and thanks to us and to our races have reached a certain level. So and we also appreciate those drivers that we gave them such opportunities. We appreciate the drivers that till today obviously give us comments and appreciate, and they are proud to support World Pro Racing. In fact, this
is what we do. We bring up drivers into a certain level of being professional, not just being a driver, but being a professional in general, by understanding what the people, the management would like to say, and many other things that a management, a company that's approaching you, how to approach them, how to be a professional in front of a camera. Unfortunately, most of the sim racers have a different approach because they take it casually.
But obviously I can understand that also, you know. Sim racing is on the growth right now, so there are people that were taking it like lightly or just a fun thing, and obviously now they're finding themselves improving their skills, and thus improving their skills will put them also in front positions when they can come to have an interview in a race and talk and be presented. So it is important also to be prepared for such eventualities, because you're improving your skills, and that increases your possibility to be on the podium.
And also, being a professional driver and being professional in general, it's part of your life. I mean, not only just for racing. When you are professional, you're professional in almost everything, you can say then. Anyways, I must say that sim racing now is, and people know this, that sim racing is being used, virtual racing is being used also in real life, where drivers test the cars prior going to the real track. They send data from the real car to the virtual car, test it out, send the data back, and they get results. So I think the technology is always improving, and What do you think, Adrian, since you monitor races live and you've been into quite a lot of races abroad, Lamborghini and many other races?
now coming weekend, so
Yeah. So,
Vallelunga.
what do you think about the future of sim racing?
Yeah, definitely. My vision for the future of sim racing, it's a great vision. Sim racing is gonna be big, come bigger, and more professional. Definitely, it's an opportunity that sim racing will be giving to various drivers. As we know that, as you mentioned earlier, there are people of different levels that, listen, cannot afford to go into real racing. But with virtual racing, you're getting, with the improvement of technologies, we're getting very, very near to the real life feeling of a car. So that is definitely a great vision. We're seeing also manufacturers now and producers of equipment even going to the extremes, not extremes, but obviously creating equipment for sim racing, which is actually a replica of what there is inside the car. Or vice versa, they're creating things for sim racing which nowadays are being used in cars. So these things, we're seeing them happening. So that means that the gap between the virtual world and the real world of racing has gone down literally. So yes, I can see virtual racing and even real motorsport running.
Yes,
to each
in
other.
parallel,
So,
yeah,
parallel.
exactly. So, we're going to be at, so that's basically about everything on the Griiip. From the 19th, 20th, the applications will be opened for everyone to register and start doing their best times, so then we can sort out the divisions for each driver by after the 20th of December. And then we start from January the first round, and then we will publish all the dates of the championships. So, because if we're going to have multiple divisions, we will obviously have different dates of each division races. Because why? We have Adrian as the steward, and we cannot monitor two races at one time. So we have separate divisions racing in different days, and they will be all broadcasted as usual and commentated live on all our social media. We're going to be at Sigma in Malta. I'm going to be talking about esports along with Gaming Malta. Thanks to Gaming Malta, first of all, that they gave us this chance to talk about sim racing and esports as well. So it's good. It's very good for me to promote sim racing. This is what we do. This is what we love to do, to promote esports and give incentives to the drivers that they want to enter into professional level. And yeah, so obviously we will be live. I think in Sigma we'll be live.
Or be live, or we go also out with some live clips from Sigma. So we'll be definitely busy in those days there with this live talk, and obviously enough
with all the races coming up next year. Yes, I've been saying a lot from the middle of this year that we're going to have quite a lot of events. Certain people said it's not true and stuff like that. Yes, we're going to have a full year of events planned, and even the year after we have something planned. So yes,
we're already looking at 2020.
Yes, we're looking already at 2020. So yes, we have quite a lot of things planned. Obviously, we cannot announce anything yet, but yes, we have events.
The time will come.
Yes, we have events. The right opportunity will come. So stay tuned, keep following us, and make sure that you read all the news that we publish throughout the weeks.
So,
next
December, Esports Festival, gamers. Thanks to gamers.com.mt, we're gonna be at the Malta Esports Festival. With a different format from all those people that have joined us in our offline events, a different format, different setup, and a different platform.
Yes, so we can say that it is the first sim racing tournament in Malta with multiple rigs. We're going to have a tournament sponsored by Trustmaster. So we're going to have a tournament with 5 simulators, with 5 different cars, GT cars, and people can come on Friday. So the dates are going to be 7th, 8th and 9th December.
Can I reserve all the details for next week?
Yes. But we already published this, so people know about this. Especially, obviously, the Maltese can participate in this, but even though the foreigners, we have interest from foreigners as well, who are interested in applying to this event. So feel free, because flights to Malta are very affordable.
Sure. So accommodation is too.
Accommodation is too, so you can come over and take part in this championship, in this tournament, from the 7th December till the 9th of December. On Friday we start with the qualifying, and then we have eliminations until on Sunday we have the final race, and the winner will win TSXW steering wheel kit, full kit by Trustmaster. It is the same steering wheel that you're going to be using on our simulators, thanks to GT Omega Racing.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have the GT Omega Racing simulators. Thanks to Trustmaster, we're going to have also the TSXWs on our simulators, and the great gift for the winner of this tournament, which is also a full kit, which is a TSXW Trustmaster kit. It's good. Next week we'll giving more details about this format, what format we're gonna use, how it's gonna be split out in the 3 days, like Justin briefly said also. So we'll be giving more information and even showing the product that we, thanks to Trustmaster, who will be visiting can win, and obviously who will be visiting will be trying that particular TSXW.
Yes, and they'll have a touch of our organization, how we organize our events. We're not going to allow like people who do not care on how to race and just keep bumping and stuff like that. This is a professional event. We always did a professional event, a serious event, but obviously
we give space to the beginners.
We give space to everyone. Yes. So yes, everyone can join in.
There are gonna be sessions also for.
Yes, beginners. In fact, during the championship, we're going to have some free time for everyone to try out our simulators and the rigs, the steering wheels, and also we have to mention that the platform that we're going to use is for the first time R-Factor 2. We told you that we were going to use R-Factor 2 in our future events, and several said we're not going to use it, but here you go. R-Factor 2 is our next platform that we are going to start using for this event, starting from the Malta Esport, the Go Malta Esports Festival 2018, and also online events like we did with Assetto Corsa.
That's right. We had ongoing discussions so that we make things in the professional way. Discussions sometimes do take long, but obviously enough even to find the formats to put together the races and see which tracks. And so all the halabaloo, we say, to get things together. But now it's time that R-Factor 2 is our next platform, and it's going to start from December. And obviously, even keep following us, because we'll be launching the championships and races we're going to do on R-Factor 2. So
I'm going to stop you a bit, just to let people know, because people think that to manage an event, to find an event, to do something, all it requires excuse me, all it requires is just to send an email and just browse on the internet. And also, I must say that we will mention it again, thanks to our sponsors, because people think that we get the sponsors by just calling them and yes, you have a sponsor, yes, you get it. You know, we take sometimes years to get sponsorships. People need to believe in us, first of all. We have to manage stuff, so it takes time.
Yeah.
So with your support, that's why we keep going, because there are people who are supporting us. There are people who are not, but that makes us stronger. And you guys who are supporting us makes us. You made us arrive here. I'm sorry, but my voice is going
down.
Going down.
That's good. We're hearing
it. So we mentioned on the TV station, national TV station in Malta, that we have launched and soon opening our simulation center academy in Malta. Hopefully we will be opening it mid January, something
Mid
like
end
that.
of January, yeah.
Hopefully, everything is prepared. I say again, thanks to all the supporters who helped us go through all this. We have been working where we are at the moment. This is just one room here that you're seeing.
Sorry.
Just to let you know, we're going to have a simulation center academy below us. This is the first floor. Also, we have the studio. It's behind us, a room behind us, two rooms behind us, and we're going to have the race control and simulation with
It's good to
telemetry
see with the full telemetry, so that
Yeah.
it's an academy. So you need to follow the drivers and look at their telemetry, look at the telemetry of the car, try to understand what's wrong. Obviously, guide the people what they're doing wrong. So we managed also to get. We have this telemetry system now that
Yes.
we're in testing.
We're in testing phase at the moment.
right now. So definitely will be used in the academy, as Justin well said, because it's something that helps the drivers to be there. So thanks to our sponsors that
Yep. Not just the sponsors only, but all those,
all those people that support us
who came to
morally,
us,
yes,
who came to us.
who helped us.
I'm dying.
Yes, you're almost.
I mean, those people who came to us personally, to myself, to Adrian, messages on the in our page, appreciating what we do, and this is what we love from you guys, that you appreciate what we do. If there's no appreciation at all, we can do nothing, because most of the things that we do is to help people out there who are interested and want to become professional, and yes, achieving their dream, and hopefully we'll make your wish come true. We're in the final stage of today's show. If you have any questions, make sure that you answer all, ask any question, and we will be available to answer all your opinions and questions. If you have any criticism to make, come to us and tell us, listen, we did not like this, you don't like this, why don't you do this or that? I mean, we're open for any suggestions. So, Adrian, from my side, thank you to everyone. Thanks to the sponsors. Adrian will mention all the sponsors that
Yes,
we work
that's
with. So thank you everyone, and thanks for all the support that you have given me personally as well, and also to the whole team of World Pro Racing.
So Justin well said. Thanks to our sponsors. I would like to mention our sponsors, and if I forget somebody, sorry for that. But thanks to GT Omega Racing, Gaming Malta, Rich Energy, Trustmaster, and also all our past supporters, which are Continental Cars Limited, Garmin, Praga, Chevron Creative Solutions, Melita, Goliath Coatings, Virtual Race Cars Engineer, and as I said, if unfortunately I forgot anybody, please excuse me, but thanks to all those that believed in us since day one. Thanks to all those that are still believing in us and supporting us till today. And we have big plans for the future. Keep on following us so that we'll give you piece by piece.
I must say, we have done a huge move from where we started, thanks to George, who I'm going to die. Excuse me.
Not yet. You have a lot to do, so.
Yeah, I mean, we started in a garage, you know, where we did our
Yeah, that's right.
live show, and now we are in a fully broadcasting studio thanks to all the supporters and the ones that we're going to announce later on. We have more sponsors coming up. We haven't announced anything yet, so stay tuned. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Adrian, for helping me in my stuff. You are going to thank me for helping you in your stuff. Thanks to everyone, and
keep on following us.
Yes.
Watch this space. A lot to come in the coming weeks, coming months. So keep on following us. Thanks, and have a good night.
good night.
reactive and easy to find the limit.
The car is really fantastic and really fast.
Very, very fast car compared also to the other single-seater.
Between the Formula series, that's the best one. It's amazing how many talks you can have with a solid engine.
A lot of fun, and I enjoy a lot this day.
I think it's a car that you need to try because I'm so happy for this day with your car. Fantastic.